The second part of the test for the waves really concerns some matching of some terms to some pictures or definitions, and in this case you can see that the students are looking at these different words and trying to identify which picture shows each phenomena. And so this one, my students were really good at the diffraction and the refraction. And we were okay on the interference, but the photoelectric effect was a little bit difficult. I think it was because we didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, and the photoelectric effect is something that's a little bit confusing. So that would be something that I would spend a little bit more time on in the unit next time I teach this. But this is one way I can tell if the students understand the basic ideas of each of them. Here's another short answer question that I have. I give them a picture of 4 different waves, and then I ask them to categorize them from greatest to least according to a couple different properties of the wave. This told me if they knew what the properties were, how to label them on a transverse wave, and it told me if they knew what type of wave this was. Another short answer question I have them answer is about the light as a particle versus light as a wave. So I asked them to take the side of one side, so light as a wave or light as a particle, and then I asked them to provide evidence for either side. My expectation is that they're going to take the evidence from the presentations and from that presentation grid that the students completed about checking off which characteristics were light as a wave, which characteristics were light as a particle. And so I had a lot of students just write down a list and didn't really explain. So I was looking for them to kind of talk about 1 or 2 and then really explain how that actually represents that. So I think next time I would make sure I would be more clear in the instructions that I want them to explain. But this was a question that my students struggled with overall.